Hello, it is I, your boy Gomi, and we are back. We're another UFC fight tonight, coming off UFC 316, which was, it was okay. Had some duds, had some nice moments. Thank God Penya's out there. Merab won, which I'm not a fan of, but he actually got a finish this time, so I won't crap on him for that. But just if someone has F and then finally an A, that doesn't mean he's an A student. But regardless, that was a great performance from Merab, and it wasn't like O'Malley just looked horrible. Like, he made a lot of poor IQ decisions, but betting wise, I did okay. It's just that I had like some linchpin bets. I had some really good ones, like Mirza Khan of round 1 KO. I got Van down by promos and also just luck for the KO prop. I had you by KO in round 1. I had some decent stuff, but the main problems though really I hit Piper decision. But the main problem really with me was two things I said and I warned myself and everyone else about was Bellator guys being ass. Patchy Mix looked like he never fought a day in his life, and also Sergey Spivak, who looked like he didn't fight a day in his life. Two elite level grapplers who shot one takedown each of them. That was just, that was frustrating. I don't know why I bet Spivak. I don't know. And the Green Goblin mask was calling to me to bet Patchy Mix, and I listened. Oh well, regardless, we're gonna be looking at this fight card, and this card itself is okay. it's for a fight night. It's The main thing is it has a very compelling main event that I'm very excited for, but not super compelling. I'm mainly in it because I'm a really big fan of Buckley. Spoiler alert. Regardless, let's look at this card, starting out with a pretty piss poor, horrible fight. Jamie Lynn Horf versus Vanessa Demopoulos. Vanessa has a face similar to my aunt. I don't know why. I don't like it. It's because, like, I don't like my aunt's face. It's just that, like, seeing her face in somebody else kind of, like, annoys me. I don't know. That's a really weird thing to say, but, like, I look at her, I'm like, you look like my aunt, and I don't like that. Stop looking like her. Regardless. Well, just the face. Alright, Horf. Horf is very big for the weight class and just very big in general for women's MMA. She's going to have a big size advantage. She's technically solid. She might engage in a war, but she probably won't. If she does, it could be a fun fight because Vanessa just really is reckless and wild and likes to fight, but she's pretty unfocused. I can see a lot of just overall cage pushing and clinching from Jamie Lynn Horf, so I definitely think she has the advantage in any which way it happens. So I'm going to be giving it to Jamie Lynn Horf to get done by decision. Odds-wise, PFL right at the front. Funny. What is a PFL card? June 12th? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's also pre-mid card. Let's see. Jamie Lynn Horf is minus 395 to Vanessa Demopoulos is plus 310. You gonna fucking bet that? No, you're not. No. Phil Rowe versus Ange Lusa. This is the fight I was the least interested in, least written on it, least kind of caring for this one. These guys kind of. Phil Rowe is like Neil Magny light, if that makes sense. And Ange Lusa is just, he's alright. The problem with Ange Lusa is he's like winning a lot of these fights until he's not. He kind of quit in the battle fight. It was the battle. That was battle, right? I forgot that one. Hold on. But yeah, he just doesn't seem very impressive in all aspects to me. Both guys just seem like those really bottom level fighters. He has the battle fight. He quit in that fight. They both just seem like really bottom level. They fight against decent guys and then fight against crap guys. The only thing with Ange Lusa, like the main benefit to him is that he survives against really dangerous finishers like JDM and Gabriel Bonfim. But that's it. And I also don't want to pick Phil Rowe because, yeah, he lost to some decent guys, but he was on a little bit of a losing streak for a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go Angelusa just because I've seen better from him. I think he's more durable, but make no mistake, it could be Phil Rowe losing his massive height and reach advantage, just beat the crap out of him. But I think it's gonna be a lot of cage pushing, a lot of fence like hugging up against for Angelosa. Maybe getting like a takedown here or there. I don't care. This fight sucks. Lusa is minus 142. Phil Rowe plus 120. Probably should went with the dog. This fight's off. Literally just saw that right before I ate. This fight's off. Ricky Simone, I believe, is still going to stay on the card against someone, and he's probably going to win. Cody Durden versus Jose Ocha. A lot of people are very high on Jose Ocha, and a lot of people are very low on Cody Durden because I think Cody Durden is ass. I don't think he's ass. Okay, hold on. I don't think he's ass. He's experienced. He's fought a lot of good guys, but the really good guys he fights, he loses. Bruno Silva, Van, Ulanbekov, Mokaev. I was about to say Flick. Did he lose to JP Buys? No, he beat JP Buys. He knocked him out in round 1. I don't know. I reversed that in my brain. Yeah, I just... Cody Durden, I just think is... I don't think he's good, but the thing is about Jose Ocha is I was not impressed with his debut. I wasn't impressed with him in general. He doesn't fight super often, and yeah, I'm gonna go with the crazy one. I'm pretty sure Cody Durden is the underdog, so I'm gonna go with Cody Durden. If he's not the underdog, I don't know why. I don't know why. I think he should be underdog, but I'm gonna go with the dog in this one. This feels like a dog or pass one. I'm gonna go with this. Where is it? Yeah, Cody Durden plus 150, Jose Ocha minus 180. Figured it. I'm going with the dog in this one. Cody Durden decision. All right, well, welcome back, Chris Mutino. It's been a while. I miss you. And clearly the UFC didn't miss you because they want you dead. They just wanted to kill you. Again, Chris Mutino, they just want this man dead. Oh, yeah. Malcolm Wellmaker, as you know, is a monster. I wanted to doubt him. Not even doubt him. I wanted him to lose his last fight because I really like Kamaru Usman. But even then, I was saying, he's probably going to murder Usman. And yeah, he murdered Usman. Guess what he's probably going to do to Chris Moutinho? Chris Moutinho, ever since he left the UFC, he's gotten better. He's strung up a nice little win streak, but he strung up a win streak against pretty mid-level competition, honestly, on a very mid-level promotion. So like, I don't know how this is gonna go, to be honest with you, for Chris Moutinho, because he is very durable. I'll say that he's very durable outside the fight after O'Malley, but he was still probably suffering from freaking micro concussions from that. But he's typically a durable guy. It's just that Wellmaker's got that different type of power. Chris Moutinho has really good pressure. He can really put the pace on you. He can really back you up and make you uncomfortable, which is probably one of the reasons why O'Malley struggled to get him out of there, knock him out. But Wellmaker, you give him any sort of space and he'll take you down. He's explosive, he's accurate, and his timing is impeccable. Moutinho's is going down KO, and it's probably going to be awful odds. It's probably going to be disgusting. It's probably going to be horrible. Oh, I was expecting minus 600. What the fuck? See, I never say anyone should be over minus 1,000. I never say that, and I truly do believe that. I truly do. But if anyone had to be minus like 600 and it makes sense, yes, this is the guy. You're not gonna make any money from it, but I'm sorry. Chris Moutinho stands no chance in this matchup. The odds make sense. We're done talking about this. Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee. God, this is awful. Ugh. All right. Court McGee, this is such a hard one too. I think both guys are old. Both guys in their 30s and borderline washed, honestly. I know Chiesa had a nice little win that he was super proud of, and then he had the Ferguson win. Oh, cool. You finished Ferguson and Max Griffin. Oh. Michael Chiesa has no knockouts, and the only way Court McGee really loses is by power punchers. Like, you need to be able to be a guy to land a solid hit on him. Otherwise, he's never been submitted. He's never, ever once been, like out-grappled, really. And Michael Chiesa, all he has is grappling. Yeah, he's very big for the weight class, but, like, he doesn't have any striking. Court McGee has a striking advantage. If Court McGee has better striking than you, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a good night out for Michael Chiesa. My God, my nose is stuffed. I don't see him out grappling Court McGee, and I think Court McGee won't flatline him, but he'll definitely land better shots on him. And I don't see Michael Chiesa winning a decision, maybe, but he has to win it by grappling, and you don't out grapple Court McGee, so Michael Chiesa is probably going to be the favorite. I think I gotta sneeze. Michael Chiesa is probably going to be the favorite, and I'm not picking him. I'm not. I'm going to be going Court McGee to get on by decision. Holy shit! Yeah, Court McGee, I think is solid pick there. Even if Court McGee loses, it's not gonna be I don't think he's that washed that it's gonna be a submission. Like, I don't think so. Like, yeah, he's never fought a super elite level grappler. He fought Brady, actually. Fuck, I forgot about that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm definitely not picking Chiesa, but I'm wondering if I'm going to be betting McGee. But picking wise, I'm picking McGee decision. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. I've never been high on Michael Chiesa. We've talked about this fight before already. Nothing's going to change. Yeah, Bellato pulled out, but that was due to mouth herpes or something. I think it was mouth herpes. It was due to herpes. So, yeah, sorry. I'm going to be taking Bellato to get done by KO. Craig is just... He's triangle or die, and he's been dying a lot lately. Odds, of course, yeah. I still gotta do the odds, but of course, Bellato's minus 400, essentially. Paul Craig is plus 295. What a surprise. Alonzo Menifield versus Omar Sy. Sy. I don't know why I did that. I had a brain fart. I've talked a lot about Alonzo Menifield. He's explosive. He's powerful. He has no brains. He has horrible fight IQ. I think he can land really good shots. I think he can knock out like a scrub. I think he can get wins over like losers and sometimes like get a nice win over like a Dustin Jacoby. But Ulberg, Murzakanov, then again, those guys are absolute killers. And Omar Sy's not a killer. Omar Sy, he has really good range. He's very long. He's definitely going to piece him apart, but he's primarily a grappler. He primarily likes to grapple. He's got some knockouts. I think overall Omar Sy is just going to be the better fighter. He's going to be more technical. He's going to get the W. But I'm going to be taking him to get done by decision. I don't think he's going to knock out Menifield, but he's probably going to be a massive favorite. And I can tell you right now, he's not going to look a massive favorite. Bro, okay, yeah. Minus 575 to plus 425 Menifield. Can I just say right now, UFC used to have really good odds. Like, guys used to be minus 200, minus 100. Like, that was it. And people are saying, oh, it's because MMA is still like a sport that the bookies haven't gotten down. It's not that the bookies finally got the sport down. It's just that the bookies realized that the UFC's matchmaking is freaking garbage. There's too much garbage in here. There's too much. there's some fights that are nicely like evenly odd, like odds wise. Like, I'll spoil myself, but you have Cody Garbrandt and Ronnie Barcelos. You have Ricky Simone and Charles Jourdain. Those odds make sense. Those means that they were good matchups, and they are good matchups. What the fuck we doing, Omar Sy and Alonzo Menafield? That's gonna be all crazy. Oh, the underdog one. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's just Cody Durden and Cody Brundage. I always get these guys confused. Now, I said earlier that Cody Durden I thought was not that good. I was like, I took it back a little bit. Cody Brundage, I will not. Cody Brundage is absolute ass. And Mansoor Abdul Malik, he is power. He's strong. He's got good wrestling as well too. I think he's got way more of a strength advantage than Brundage. Brundage really just wants to he wants to brawl a little bit. He's tough and durable, but it's just wrestling. His main avenue to win is wrestling. I think Mansoor's strength is going to cancel out his wrestling, and I think he's just gonna brawl the shit out of Brundage and knock him out. I'm definitely going by Malik TKO, and the odds are gonna be horrible once again. -700 for Mansoor versus +500 Brundage. Oh, gee, what a surprise. Cody Garbrandt versus Ronnie Barcelos. As I stated earlier, this is a good fight. Cody Garbrandt has the experience advantage, being a former champion. He's been around the UFC for a decent bit. He's had his ups, he's had his downs, but the main thing with Cody Garbrandt is his chin. His chin has been shit. It's just always been shit for a long time, and that gets him into trouble. Now, granted, he lost his last fight due to being What's on my arm? He lost his last fight due to being out-grappled by Figueiredo, and that's not a bad thing. Getting out-grappled by Figueiredo, he's a really good grappler, and Figueiredo had a lot of power, and he was landing good shots at Figueiredo. Cody Garbrandt, his speed and precision is still there. I think a little bit of his power is actually dissipated, but overall, he still has a lot of athletic features that will allow him to potentially tag up a guy like Ronnie Barcelos. Ronnie Barcelos is very good Muay Thai. He's a very technical striker overall, and I think his cardio is pretty underrated, actually. I think his wrestling base is good. I think everything about Barcelos is good. I just think Garbrandt's experience and much more sharper striking is going to be the main avenue for him to win. I think Cody Garbrandt will get it done. His takedown defense also historically is pretty good. Yeah, I got takedown out wrestled by Figueiredo, but as I said, that's Figgy. There's no problem. I also don't think Barcelos has the power needed to take out a Garbrandt. But just, if you're going to bet this fight, keep this in the back of your mind that Cody does not have a chin. I don't care about his new form he's taken, but he doesn't have a chin. So, yeah. Odds-wise, as I stated before, Barcelos is -180, Garbrandt's +150. I'm going to be going with the dog with this one. I'm going to be going with the dog, but I see why he's a dog. I see why. Because, yeah. Edmund Shabazian versus Andrei Petroski. Shabazian is historically known as a busted prospect. The golden boy ended up not being the golden boy. Homie, man, I'm bad with Shabazian too. I'm not going to tell you a take my pick for this one, because I'm bad with Shabazian too, just like a Sergey Spivak. I pick him to win, he loses. I pick him to lose, he wins. I don't know. Andrei Petroski, on the other hand, I'm pretty good with. I'm pretty good whether he wins or loses. I usually get it right. He doesn't have a chin. His chin is very ass, but he will beat bad guys. He will beat Budkas and Frems, who is garbage. Shabazian, on the other hand, like I said, he is all right. So first off, Shabazian has the striking advantage. He has the power advantage. He will absolutely flatline trash cans. You throw a trash can to him. But if you throw someone who's just a little bit better at trash can, like a fluffy GM3 Imavov, he's gonna beat the piss out of Shabazian. Simple as that. Petroski, on the other hand, I don't know. I think Shabazian is a little bit a level above a Petrosky. I also think this fight should not be that high on the card, but yeah, I'll be going with Andre Petrosky. Yeah, look at this. UFC 300 is such a good card, yet one of the guys on the card is ending up on the main card like 4 fights down. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna be going with Edmund Shabazi to get done. I'm gonna take him to get done by KO. He's minus 180. Petrosky's plus 150. That makes sense. And on to the co-main event of the evening. I'm not doing sides for this. Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. So, yeah. I think Rose, I don't say she's back. Like, she's making a comeback. I still think Rose's best years are ahead of her. But she can still get a win here or there. I just overall think that she's going to be a better fighter than a Miranda Maverick. Rose Namajunas has the better striking. She's more accurate. She's more technical. I think her power has massively dissipated. She used to have really good power. And also, I think her grappling isn't going to really... I think it's not going to translate better to flyweight. I don't see her getting the same kind of submission she once did. So Rose very much is going to be a point fighter now. The awful coaching from her husband, and since I think she's separated from Trevor Witt, even furthermore, like, accentuates that point. I think Pat Barry's horrible as a coach. He's just a yes man, and he worked well if you had like a good coach like a Whitman to kind of like back it up or back him up. But yeah, I think Rose Namajunas is gonna be a point fighter. Miranda Maverick, she whiffs shots a lot, but she's strong. I think her grappling's good, but not good enough to get down to Namajunas. I think her striking is good for the women's division, but not as good as Rose Namajunas. So everything just leads me towards Rose to get it done, but I don't see Rose finishing her. I don't. Maverick is tough too. I don't see. Is this a 5-round co-main event? Better not be. Okay, good. Thank God. But yeah, I give it to Rose decision. Simple as that. But make no mistake, Rose could have poor fight IQ, be her husband, and be dancing around a fight where she's arguably losing. Like, yeah, I don't know. I saw her fight against Esparza live. Man, that was a bad fight. And now we are on to the main event of the evening. Like I said, this is what it's all about. This is what we are here for. Welterweight matchup between Kamaru Usman, the former champion, former pound for pound #1, and Joaquin Buckley, the surging prospect, former busted prospect, but now a elite prospect once again. Welterweight matchup, Usman's gonna be 38, 20 wins, 4 losses, 9 knockouts, 1 submission. Damn, I really thought he had more finishes than that. 6 foot in terms of height, switch stance, 76-inch reach on the dot, equal for both of them. A 2.82 takedown average, a 64.27% significant strike accuracy, plus 215 underdog. Significant wins over Colby Covington twice, Jorge Masvidal twice, Gilbert Burns, and Tyron Woodley. Joaquin Buckley is going to be 31 years old, 21 wins, 6 losses, 15 knockouts, not a goddamn submission. 5'10 in terms of height, southpaw stance, 76-inch reach, 1.78 takedown average, a 40.55% significant strike accuracy, minus 265 favorite. Significant wins are Colby Covington, Wonderboy, Nursultan Ruziboyev, and Vicente Luque. So Joaquin Buckley's been on a little bit of a streak. If you know me, I've been a fan of Buckley for a long time. I will be honest with you, I hopped on the bandwagon with the Buckley kick. That's what I really hopped onto him. I had watched him on his Bellator days. I liked him. I thought he was fun. He had some good fun fights. But it was definitely the Buckley kick, or the Buckley kick against Impa Kasanganay that really was like, yo, I like this guy a lot. I also did really like his fight against Hall, which was his UFC debut. That was a great fight, but as you know, Hall knocked him the hell out. But yeah, Buckley had all that momentum, and then he got knocked out by that one random nobody whose name I don't remember. He gets some more wins. He loses to Imavov, which sucked. I picked him to beat Chris Curtis and got knocked out. But when he went to welterweight, He found success. He is unbeaten at welterweight, and he's looked damn good in every fight except for the Morono fight. How the hell did you not knock out Alex Morono? But you knocked out Wonder Boy and Luque. That's impressive. Both impressively bad and impressively good. Regardless, Buckley has a few problems, of course. His cardio is not true. What the heck? Why did they block out his last fight? What the heck? Where is this? Where's his last fight? He won, by the way, in case you didn't know, but he won. But yeah, Buckley, his cardio is not super tested, and he seemed a little tired in his fights that went longer, but like, he got the finish in the last round against Wonder Boy. He went the full distance against Ruziboyev and won that. He went the distance against Morono. Don't know how I did that. And he went the distance against Imavov. So I think his cardio could be a problem, but could be a problem. It hasn't been a problem before, but it's on watch. It's on watch. Particularly against a guy like Usman, who has really, really good cardio, especially over 5 rounds. Another issue with Buckley is he can get a little wild with his strikes. He's been a little bit more controlled with it, but he had a tendency to wing hooks. He tightened it up a little bit against Wonder Boy towards the end of the fight, which is why I got that beautiful KO. But against Covington, he looked perfect. Like, I know people want to say, oh, short notice Covington. Oh, it was a doctor stoppage. But you have to look at the performance. You can't look at the end results, and MMA fans love to do this. You have to look at the performance. And yeah, it was an older Covington, but guess what? He still shot really good takedowns that Buckley stuffed a ton. Yeah, he got taken down by Covington, and he got back up, and Covington did nothing with the takedowns. He only had like 2 of them. And what happened the rest of the fight? It was Buckley putting a pace and pressure on Colby Covington, landing tons of shots, volume, not sitting on a lead, really just beating the shit out of the guy. Like, that's the thing. He really beat the shit out of him. Wonder Boy was landing really good shots on him that he was eating. He was learning and he was picking the right spots. He did wing a little bit, but he eventually found that spot. He saw a moment's opportunity against Wonder Boy and threw his whole body into it. Now, Kamaru Usman is a former pound-for-pound fighter. He is very experienced. He has a ton of fights in UFC. He was on a 15, right? Yeah, he was on a 15-fight win streak. Second longest in the sport's history. Tied with Islam Makhachev. But I just want to say, Buckley's title run was not as good as we all were making out to be. I'm not going to put Usman as a top 10 fighter of all time. I'm not doing that. He fought Colby Covington the first time, which was good. The second Colby Covington fight, Colby had not improved enough. Yeah, he still went the distance for him. More so because Usman's was declining. He lost both times to Leon Edwards, again, because he's declining. The first reason he lost that fight was because he, like a lot of people say, oh, it was a flash in the bottle moment. No, literally, Leon was looking for his shot the whole fight, and Usman let his guard down. Usman coasted. That's something he tended to do prior to getting a lot of knockouts and stuff like that. But he was coasting a lot. He finally coasted here, and he got knocked out against Edwards in the second fight. And the third fight, he's just withered, and was like Edwards just a step ahead of him for every single opportunity he had. He beat Jorge Masvidal twice, won by decision. Yeah, wow, what a surprise. Burns and Woodley fights, good, no complaints there. Then again, he did get dropped by Gilbert Burns, which does show he can get touched up, and he was hit quite a bit by Colby Covington. Buckley is a much better striker than both of those guys, so that is something to be noted of. But again, Usman has experience, he has cardio, and he has a very crispy jab. His jab is a problem. Typically, he has a reach advantage over guys, but still, it can be a problem. But Buckley himself has a really good double up on his jab, so they could just be jabbing each other's goddamn heads off. But if they do that, I'm giving it to Buckley. I think Buckley has more power in this age, and being 38, coming off a long layoff and a long losing streak, this could be one of those, oh, he's still got it, comeback performances if Buckley's not careful. But I just think Buckley's dialed in. I don't think that's going to happen. And then confidence can be shot for Usman. He hasn't won a fight since 2021. It's been 4 years since he's won a fight. Lots of inactivity, fighting basically once a year. Didn't fight at all in 2014. I just think everything's on the side of Buckley. There's always that sneaky suspicion where he can get kind of like complacent, or there could be a problem or something. There's always those issues, or worries. But I think Buckley has what he needs, and I think Buckley is extremely powerful and extremely dangerous in this position. So I'm gonna be giving it to Buckley, but I think it should be a fun fight. Odds wise, makes sense. It makes sense. I just always worried about like these hype prospects just busting it. But Buckley's my guy. I actually would like to see him after Islam versus JDM. I would like to see him sneak in front of Shavkat, because Shavkat is just way too inactive. Buckley's fighting 4 goddamn times a year. The only reason Buckley hasn't fought like multiple times this year is just because people aren't fighting him. The welterweight division just stopped and slowed down. He's been trying to get a fight all year. Halfway through the year, we finally get him a fight. He definitely will fight against at the end of the year. So I don't know. I'm gonna be giving it to Buckley to get this done. I'm gonna pick him to get done by KO. It's typically and historically difficult, but I think Buckley can do it. I think he's gonna want to make a statement and knock him out. And if he doesn't knock him out, I think he'll put a beating on him. So yeah. Also, Usman has no knees. Always gotta mention that. So once again, this is Mini Boy Gomi. I actually like I said, the main event. I hope the rest of the card will be good, but I don't have a ton of faith in it. But oh well. Once again, this has been your boy Gomi. Bye-bye.